This essay is about Ginger. Um, I've written dozens and dozens of articles since I picked Ginger up from outside of Pittsburgh just before Christmas. At the beginning of my adult life, I got a job, found the house. The next thing I did was to get an Irish setter whose name was Ginger. At this end of my adult life, I got another Irish setter whose name is Ginger. And she is the love of my life. I mean, one is that I love Ginger. The interesting thing is that Ginger loves me and is the most affectionate, most loving, wants to play. But the downside of Ginger is that she's still a puppy. And Irish setters have a impulse control issue. Ginger would never bite anybody, but she wants to play with everybody. And playing with Ginger means that she wants to jump around on the person. And she doesn't do it with a couple people, me for one, and one of my neighbors by the name of Chuck. And Chuck and I have worked on trying to change Ginger's impulse control. And one of the ways that we are working on to doing that is with a e-collar, which is a politically correct way of saying a shock collar. So, you know, when she jumps up, she has her collar, but when she jumps up on somebody, and she's not meaning to hurt them, all she wants to do is come eye to eye with the person and play with them. All you do is click this little clicker and this little impulse shock that's supposed to control her impulse. It does it with Chuck, and she does not jump on me. She just knows that that's not persona non grata. But I'm in the process of getting her trained, but took her down to see Chuck a couple of days ago, and Chuck and Ginger get along quite well, and Ginger does understand that at least around Chuck and around me, she is not to jump on anybody. And so after talking to Chuck, I talked to Ginger about it, and I said, Ginger, you just have to stop doing this. And she says, she understands now that the shock collar or the e-collar, electronic collar, is designed to control her impulses. Period. New paragraph. And then she says, I have an idea. What the chief of staff of Donald the Dumb could do is to get a e-collar for Donald the Dumb. And that, this would be a training technique to use for Donald's impulse control issues. Every time he gets out of control, starts tweeting to everybody and their grandmother, all that the chief of staff has to do is just go click, and he might learn. So, actually, I would be more than happy to send, as soon as I finish with Ginger's e-collar, to send it to his chief of staff, and maybe he could use it. But it's just an idea, but Ginger's improving. I don't see any improvement in Donald the Dumb yet, but probably an e-collar might work. So I appreciate your time watching and listening to this video and reading this essay. You take care.